you run out. One guy runs out, and then all of a sudden,
Just get swarmed
wait,
and
wait, where is he? You don't know he actually dies, and then
yeah.
you're like, okay, wait, is he coming back? And then it's just like everybody's a zombie, and it's just funny how fast people will turn on you because like they'll be human 1 minute, and they're building the base defenses, and then all of a sudden they die or they get infected, and then they like will instantly turn on the other players. It's not like, oh well, you guys were once my friends. I'm a intelligent thinking human playing a video game. I'm gonna help my friends out by leaving.
They just
No,
turn into a
you
vicious
play and
zombie.
you want to kill your friends.
Yeah, right.
So it's like it's fun.
Another
Yeah.
element that I really like with it is the building obstacles for the
Right.
to the zombies. So basically, in the level in houses and things, there's materials like couches and dressers and like just bed frames, anything that you can do, and you can actually move those and put them up
Yeah.
like at doorways and like choke points, so you can make zombies not get to you as easy. And I find that to be the most enjoyable part.
Yeah. It's simply the physics engine, but they allow you to actually move the furniture and stuff with like a crowbar or whatever. And yeah, you can build barricades, and you'll have like five of the zombies like attacking it to push it out of the way from one side of the door, and then you and your humans are like trying to keep it in place so they can't get in. And eventually the zombies usually get in, but yeah, that's the fun part, is trying to like a defensive structure, because if you kill enough zombies, then eventually they'll lose, because they have like a life limit of how many times they can die.
Right. And I have a little trailer here that we can get going.
Sure.
And so here we go. It's about the survivors.
This place is too quiet.
So this is the normal graphics, right? It's not enhanced since last time we played.
Nope. Well, they're always updating it, so it could be, I guess. But yeah,
I
this
suppose,
is
yeah, actually. Maybe they've... I don't recognize this. Well, no, this is that science lab level, isn't it?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so some other parts about the game that we didn't mention is like they have different types of guns, and you have to get the ammo for those types of guns. But if you're the kind of person who wants to grab everything and not help your team out, well, you might pick them all up, but you're going to get slower and slower as you go. And so pretty soon you won't be able to run from the zombies. And one funny thing that you can do is like drop everything, just like throw it. And so you could do that and then run away. And then all your ammo and stuff's on the floor and you're defenseless.
Yeah. And you do have a weight limit, like James said. So the more greedy you are, and you're like, oh, I just need everything, you're probably gonna die.
Yep.
Just because of
You gotta
how
like
the
stick
game's
to one
built.
type of gun, or
Right.
maybe two. Yep. Or like they have melee weapons too, just like. But yeah, I mean, this is all built based on the source engine, so it's got pretty much everything Half-Life has in it. Half-Life 2, I should say, except for probably the gravity stuff, of course. But yeah, I mean, like the gameplay feels just like Half-Life. And they have mission objectives in some levels where it's like they're pretty well done. It's kind of like this one here is a science lab, and you gotta go to one place, and I can't even recall it, but by the end you're escaping to this room, and you hit this button, and these doors lock, and all the zombie players are trying to get you, and you gotta get to the helicopter, and the last humans have to get into this room before the doors close, otherwise they will get killed, and like that. And but yeah, the end goal is to get to like a helicopter or something like that. But yeah, I mean, it's like you go one place, you press the button, you go somewhere else, you gotta like these office rooms, and you gotta look through each one and try to find like a key or something, and then I don't know. It's not just simple basic stuff, but it's kind of fun. They mix it up.
Yeah, it's fun to play at LANs. I really would like to go to a big LAN where everybody can get it and play it, because I think that would be a really good LAN game. But yeah.
Yeah, we haven't played in a while, but yeah, that's a pretty good LAN game. It's especially because like sometimes you'll play with online and there'll be some dumb guy in the corner like hiding forever, and everyone else is like, where is he? Or when you run out of zombie lives, you can see where they're at, and you're just like, oh my god, he's just sitting there, and then 10 minutes later he finally dies, or the server host will kill him automatically.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you're playing with friends, it's not so bad.
Like that level where there's always somebody hiding under the staircase. I think it's called cabins, and there's like a little section where you can walk behind like a wall, and you can hide under a staircase, and there's always somebody there. Whenever you're a
Yeah.
zombie, that's like the first place you look, just because there's always somebody there. And so,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you kind of get the hiding spots down, but yeah, it's kind of funny.
and this next one, Black Mesa. Should we just show the trailer first, or do you think we should talk about it? The trailer is pretty sweet.
Just describe what it is really quick, and then we'll show the trailer. We don't have to.
Sure.
I've never played it, so I can't talk much about it.
Oh, really? I've actually streamed it on this channel before, playing. It's basically like I was replaying Half-Life. So,
Right.
but it's Half-Life in Half-Life 2's engine is basically what it is, right? I mean,
Yep.
um,
And more, I think.
right? They basically didn't they not re-record, but no, they did record new dialogue in the game in this mod. It's not just all lifted from Half-Life. They actually recorded new sounds and voices and stuff for it too. But they reskinned everything.
Yep.
Boy, what else?
It's just like a whole conversion.
Yeah, it's like a total conversion. The levels are built the same way. So if I know a lot of people like the first Half-Life, and I did. So it's just great to play through. It's fun to play some of those puzzles, because you don't really get like those Half-Life puzzle games. Like, oh, I need to open this door and then walk over there and then jump on this
Yeah.
container and then do all that kind of stuff. When I was streaming it, I actually got stuck for like 20 minutes because I couldn't figure out this jumping puzzle. So, but yeah, anything you got about it, or?
Well, I was pretty impressed with it, and I know that it kind of was been worked on for a long time, like 5 years or 6 years now. And they, I think, recently got admitted to Steam Greenlight, which means they get to actually. Well, I don't know if they're going to sell it, but they're going to be officially on the Steam store. I'm not. I think it's a free. I think it's a free thing, maybe,
Yeah,
or
I'm
not.
sure. I think it is free.
So if it is free or whatever, but basically they officially got on Steam Greenlight. So I mean, Valve even approves of it. They think it's cool. So that's really nice, because I mean, it's not really their game to begin with, but it's really neat, and just what they've done is pretty amazing.
It's I think what you have to have is Half-Life 2 and the Source engine. Isn't that it, or something like that, to get them on?
Yeah, probably.
Something
So
like.
you've already kind of bought in a product, so maybe it'll. I mean, they're pretty much giving away Half-Life 2 by now, but yeah, I mean, it looks pretty dang impressive.
All right. So here we go. Here's the trailer for Black Mesa. If you've never seen it, it's pretty sweet. So.
Good morning, and welcome to the Black Mesa Transit System.
What do we think of the Steam OS? Frozen Cinder says, is that the one with the?
Hey,
Is there
Mr.
audio to
Freeman.
this?
I had a system crash about
Oh,
Yeah.
I got it turned down. That's
20
why.
minutes ago. I'm
Um,
still trying to find my
that's fine.
files.
But is that the one that's like a
Just one of
video,
those days, I guess.
like not video streaming, game streaming thing, or maybe you play it on there? I can't even remember.
Gordon, we have complete.
It looks pretty cool. It's that like Linux, right?
Yeah, it's built in Linux, isn't it? Like.
Okay, so I think there might be two things. There's like a Linux box, or like a Steam box thing, and then there's also the new flavor of Linux. I don't know enough about it, but it looks pretty cool. I'm gonna definitely look more into it. It grabs. Yeah, this looks way better than of course the original. Wow. I remember that moment, like in the playing Half-Life 1 for the first time. It just looked so awesome. Like Half-Life was just one of those games that just comes once in a while, rare, very rare, and the fact that it was like probably one of the first games, not the first, but one of the early ones to have actual story. You're not just running around shooting demons from hell. You're actually, or Nazis. You're actually just a common scientist going to work. Wow, look at that. That's cool. So very neat. So yeah, that's kind of like the pinnacle of mods.
I played it. It is pretty sweet. Just to see that world with a new, like a fresh coat. It's pretty awesome. I actually heard something speaking about this, the Steam OS.
Yes.
I heard that how when the Orange Box came out, it's called the Orange Box or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that they're coming out with this console, and wouldn't it make sense to call it the Steam Box? But the reason why they didn't call it no. I have that backwards. I have that backwards.
Alright.
All of the new games are coming out, like Team Fortress 3 and like Half-Life 3, and all the 3s are coming out, you know?
Yeah.
And so I heard somebody talking, I can't remember where I heard it, but they were thinking they want to release this OS with the Steam box, which is their like game peripheral thing, with those Team Fortress 3.
What?
You know what I
Well,
mean? All of those.
I think
with those
yeah,
three
what
games,
was
they're
that?
gonna put those 3 games in that box, and they're gonna call that the Steam box, and that's why they haven't used the Steam box yet. Is what I'm trying to say.
Maybe. I
Don't you
feel
think
like
that would
I
be
saw that or heard that somewhere too. Where was that? Was that like Giant Bomb or something? I don't know. Some website or somebody was saying that they should do that. And
But that would
it
make
seemed-
sense though. Like if they're trying to push this, like
It does, but my first thought was like, oh, that's stupid. They would lose all those sales. And then it was like, oh wait, but if they put it on that box, then people would buy the box to get the games, and then they'd pretty much embed this box in everybody's home. You know, I don't know if they put a bunch of games on it, but maybe like one of their big ones, or maybe, you know, I don't know. I don't even know if they're putting anything on it, but it might just be like a blank thing, you know.
right.
Uh,
That's just something that I heard, and it kind of makes sense, I guess. You know, if they're trying to push that, because
Yeah.
everybody's gonna want those games. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just a fact. So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I heard that too, but I cannot remember who was posing that some podcast or something, or maybe you told me and I forgot. But I feel like I definitely have heard that somewhere already. But I don't know. We'll see. I guess it is kind of funny. I'm pretty sure that the rumors are out there that definitely Left 4 Dead 3 is coming. And
That's the other third I couldn't think of, but yeah.
yeah, and Half-Life 3 is probably coming. I suspect through other sources that Half-Life 3 is coming for sure. It's just a matter of time, not matter of years. You know, like it has been the last 5 years or whatever. Whenever the last episode came out.
Right.
But,
yeah, that's the one that both of us had that we wanted to talk about, just because it was so great. The only thing that I have left is Inside Gaming, and the reason why we're talking about mods is I was actually, these guys are, I don't know if they're like comedy or what, but they started on Machinima, and they basically have been modding GTA 4, and so go ahead.
I was gonna say maybe it was Rooster Teeth that was talking about this.
Really?
You listen to them, don't you?
No, I
Or not?
don't.
No? Okay, never mind. SDD Jake says that Half-Life 3 trademark was recently registered, so more evidence. Ooh.
Nice. But well, I'll just play a few minutes of this just because I don't know. I think it's funny, and I'll try to get the audio up just because they have voice actors in the booth with them, and they're doing like just goofy voices. Like they'll do Batman, Nosages,
All right.
and like other things like that. So here we go.
Who is this? Are you Sarah Connor? It says your name is Michelle. I'm looking for John Connor.
Sounds
That's
just
all I
like
got.
It's a gay Swede!
That's a case.
he's like detached.
As you know, guys, Swedes, they take naps in the middle of the street.
Actually, he's so smiley.
It's a happy Terminator.
Sleep mode. What do you know?
I'm
So
a
you
happy
played
kill
this
machine.
multiplayer?
up to be.
You can't, right? I feel like that's now that I guess Grand Theft Auto 5 is coming out, it's
Yeah.
not like, what's the point? But it does look pretty fun. Like we used to play, some of you guys here, we used to play what was it, Multi Theft Auto, right? And so that was like basically Grand Theft Auto. Which one was that? Like Vice City.
Vice City,
And
yep.
multiplayer, and I mean that was fun. It didn't have like the world populated, but you could have, you and your friends could run around it and shoot each other and drive a few cars because they would spawn cars randomly, and that was always fun. But man, playing the game with like an actual city of people and other cars to crash into, it'd be really fun. Just like launch that guy into the sky.
Yeah. But there was no point to it when it was Multi Theft Auto, though. We were just like messing around.
Oh yeah, it was just carnage, just like a deathmatch game. But I mean, there wasn't a point. It was just, it was just stupid video game fun of shooting each other and crashing.
Right.
or doing ramps, jumping off buildings.
Yeah, I remember making ramps, and that's all we did.
Yeah, stunts.